Hi there traders, welcome to this technical outlook video with me, John, senior market analyst here at Blueberry Markets. I'm going to take you through pound US dollar or cable. Today I'm going to show you some of the data that's quite interesting to me as well as the chart. So let's go take a look at what we're going to be discussing in this topic. We've got pound and US dollar data here. We've got Bank of England Governor Bailey speaking this week, which is quite interesting as it comes ahead of the UK CPI year on year, which is actually forecast to come in at 2.1%, which is really close to the target 2% that the Bank of England are looking for in order to consider starting to cut interest rates. So there's a good potential here that there could be an opportunity for the Bank of England Governor Bailey to kind of talk ahead of that UK CPI. And if we do see a drop like that, that could be quite crucial in the Bank of England's upcoming decisions. We've also got FOMC meeting minutes, and we've got UK and US PMIs, as well as UK retail sales, and in the US we've got consumer sentiment. Going on to the currency strength meter then. So the US dollar is the weakest currency at -4. You can see it's the red line here. We're in those reversal zones for the bullishness back in April, and we've started to see that sort of continuation to the downside of that US dollar weakness. Pound is the third strongest currency at the moment, or tied third with the Australian dollar, and I'm expecting the potential for pound to continue to the upside. Now, why am I expecting it to continue higher? Well, there's a few indications that could kind of help me with that decision. The first one is the pound US dollar sentiment index. So this is a retail sentiment, and what it's telling us is that 61% of retail are net short at the minute, and usually you want to do the opposite of what retail are doing, and that could mean that we are going to see potential further upside in the pound. When I look at the seasonal analysis down here, we can see that actually pound US dollar over the last 10 years has fallen between the start of June and the start of October. But what I noticed about June was that we had opportunities for a couple of rallies in cable before seeing the continuation to the downside. So maybe we'll have kind of a mixed month for June, but with a couple of opportunities to see pound US dollar continue into a potential area of resistance going forward. Now let's check out the chart. So on the left hand side here, I've got a weekly chart of cable, and on the right hand side I've got the daily chart. Now what is obviously very interested at the moment are a couple of different things. Obviously we can see that the market is very bullish here at the moment on this weekly time frame that matches with our stochastic oscillator down here, where it's showing us that the market is in that sort of bullish phase, and I would be anticipating a move up towards the higher end of the stochastic. And that could coincide with price coming all the way up into that sort of 1.2850 handle where we saw that previous bearish decline in the price of cable all the way down to 1.2350. So I quite like the idea of potential upside here. Whether we get a straight move this week is hard to tell right now, because if we look at the daily chart, we've got this 127 handle acting as potential resistance. So I think one or two things that I want to see from cable. I want to be bullish because the price is definitely bullish on the weekly chart. Also, just to add more evidence to that, we can see the daily chart here has rallied, consolidated, built volume, and rallied again. So I want to see one or two things. I either want to see a breach of 127, which gives me the idea that 1.2850 is going to be the next point of resistance, or I want to see price come back in towards that key area down here, towards the 126 handle, 125 sort of 70s, where we've got that volume being built up. And if price can reject it, then that could provide us with a potential opportunity as well to the upside. So that's what I'm taking a look at on cable. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you in the next video.